Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. In fact, I will build on what Pastor Ed just said. I'll read verse 19, Message translation. It says, I call heaven and earth to witness against you today. I place before you life and death, blessing and curse. And it says, choose life so that you and your children will live. First time I read this scripture, I didn't understand it. How can you place before somebody life and death, blessing and curse, and then after that you now tell the person to choose life? Is that one advice? Don't you know that if they place life before you and place death, that you should naturally choose life? No. I said it before, I'll say it again. Human beings, they didn't dare. You see, marriage, we've been shouting here for 4 days now. We've come here, we shout different, we crack joke, we tell story, we somersault, Pastor K even do Kingsley-okonkwo. He did everything possible. And we're saying all these things to warn you that if you make the wrong choice in marriage, it will affect not just you, but your children. It says, choose life so that you and your children may live. The only way you will fully understand the scripture is when you go back into, maybe let's not even look around us. Let's look into the Bible. And let's see some certain scenarios. These days I laugh when people tell me things like, if I marry me, misbehave, I'll just go. Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to live before the consequences affect you. Some people are so broken in their marriage that when they leave, they're even a shadow of themselves. Would have been better if they stayed. So most people are banking on the fact that divorce is an option. Unfortunately, in God's book, divorce is not really an option if you are a Christian. It is what social media is telling us. When you were getting married, God's plan was that it would be covenant and it would be till death do you part. That's why he said choose well. Choose the one that you want to live. Do you know there are some people you will marry that if death comes, you go say, I don't want to go anywhere. This enjoyment for this marriage too much. I'm telling you. But a lot of people are not experiencing that, so they think it is normal. Let me show you a couple of people in the Bible. Give me Esther. Maybe I should start from. No, let me start from Daniel 6. Give me Daniel 6. So it's a common story. Give me Daniel 6 from verse 24. But let me tell you the story before I get there. Or maybe start from verse 22 or something. So some people were jealous of Daniel. It's a common story, so I just want to share it. So some people were jealous of Daniel. And they saw how the king loved him in those days. Even though he was on exile, he was a slave. And so they said, let's find a way to tempt him. They looked for every way to tempt him, they could not find. They now said, the only way, somebody said, the only way. They said, the only way to do it is if we say no more prayer. Some of us, they don't even need to use that kind of temptation. If they just put money near your leg, just throw them. Don't fall. Some people let naked girl just pass. But Daniel was not like that. People against God, even you have not offended you in any way. See what happened after that. Give me verse 24 of that scripture. Daniel 6:24. It says, then the king commanded that the conspirators who had informed on Daniel be thrown into the lion's den along with their. So this woman, imagine, she married an important official in the king's palace. And the guy was doing some things in the office, and he will come back every day and she will ask him how was work. He will say fine. How was work? He will say fine. Because men, fine. Because men, fine. Men, let me teach you. God has given you a wife for a reason. He has given you a wife to save your life. The problem is that this thing, can you see it? This thing, men is decoration in their body. This thing, men is for hearing. It's not design, it's for hearing. God gave you a wife so that you can hear advice. He says two are better than one. If God gave you a wife, why are you not using her? Even Mordecai's enemy, Haman, when they had disgraced Haman. He got home. The Bible tells us that his wife Zeresh told him. He said, if it is this Mordecai that has disgraced you like this, and he's a Jew, he said, stop this thing you are doing. No, if you continue, it will surely end in death. And truly, because they hear word. From there, they picked him up and they killed him. Not only did they kill him, they gave the Jews permission to go out and kill the wife and children of Haman. The wife and children. So this one, she married official. Normal, he earns money, he's doing well, he's in the king's palace, and he went to work that day. And then they came home. She was there making okpa dioku. Early in the morning, fresh one. Or maybe she was even mixing abacha. Or maybe it's her soup she was cooking. I don't know which one she was doing. Or ofako, she was just pounding the ako, so that she can bring out the oil. Someone just came, Madam, are you so and so person's wife? She said, yes. They said, you're wanted in the palace, madam. She said, no, let me dress up. They said, no. Just be coming as you are. No need. Just be coming. Is that Junior playing there? He said, yes, or bring him with you. Because of one decision. One, the person she chose to marry. Listen, the person you marry can alter the rest of your life. I can't count the number. Someone sent me an email recently. Honestly, I don't even know where to start to touch that matter. She got married to somebody. She has a weakness. Her weakness is that anything that passes, she buys. Anything they are doing at Shebi, she will buy. They are doing, and see, if you have high taste and you don't have energy for high work, you will be in poverty. So she will borrow from here to buy this one, then borrow from this one to pay this one, then borrow from that one to pay this one half, so that she can borrow from here again and pay. That's what she was doing. And she was in so much debt. She now started borrowing from all these loan apps as well. So much debt that they came to arrest her. That's when her husband found out how much debt. Now the man has been working and paying off those debts for years, and they still have not scratched the surface. And while this man is paying off, the reason why she sent me this message, this man is paying off, she went to borrow again. She now said, I should please help her. I should give her so that she can pay, so that her husband will not hear. Men, some things that you are putting in your house, it's not only women that should be careful they marry. Men, be careful who you marry. Her high taste can destroy your life. Somebody that is using your entire 1 year salary to buy hair is who you want to put in your house. That she's buying organic cream. That is your 3 month salary. You want to put in your house. I put before you life and death. Choose what? Choose what? And so this innocent woman that was at home cooking, my husband is coming home. That's how she entered lion's den. They say even before they reached that, lion jumped up to catch them. Say, better meat, don't land. The choices you make can affect not only you, but your children. Marriage is not an emotional decision. We're shouting these things now. Marriage is not an emotional decision. Marriage is what you sit down and think about it. Not that, oh, Basem, you don't understand. He's making me feel a feeling I've never felt before. It not follow. Tell your neighbor it not follow. It has nothing to do with marriage. I can't count normal people that come to me. But Sam, I'm AS. The man I love is AS. And I believe that we can have faith. If we marry, we'll not have AS. You get faith, now you never change your genotype. It is the innocent unborn children that you want to punish. If you've ever seen somebody have crisis, you will know that your love will cure. And that love that they're talking about, when the children start falling sick, they start quarreling. I can't count the number of marriages that have been broken because of selfishness. Leave him, leave him. Pastor, you don't understand. After all, God does miracles. Is this your own that he wants to now use to start doing miracle? How many miracles have you received from Jesus before now? When your body is doing fire, fire, fire. See, don't marry without counsel. In the multitude of counsel, there is safety. You are the one that is in love. We are not in love. You are the one in love. And men can talk rubbish, and girls will just be, as in, when Pastor Ed said it, he said, there's nothing, I don't know how he said that in Sha, but a woman that is about to marry a fool, there's nobody more stubborn than her. I have seen it over and over again. You'll be seeing the thing like this. You'll be saying, Auntie, you want to go and jump inside hole? She said, with all my heart, I will jump, Pastor M. What is this life without him? This life without him. Get counsel. Get counsel. We have been shouting for the last 4 days. We have been preaching. We have given example. We have shared. We have sold book. We have somersaulted. It's ready for us to dance at Tilogu. Maybe they say we should start dancing at Tilogu. Yeah. Somebody sent me a DM that God prophesied. I don't know that God prophesied to her. He said God told her to tell me that people are tired of relationship messages. That me and Pastor K should start dancing cultural dance. I say, first of all, and then, I say, first of all, if this is your God, even get sense, go no sir, no follow for who they dance cultural dance. Get counsel. I'm saying these things and we're laughing, but get counsel. The person you marry has the ability to affect the rest of your life. Don't marry an unbeliever. Don't marry an unbeliever. I don't care how nice he is. Nice is not a fruit of the Spirit. Don't marry an unbeliever. Hey. When I was getting married, I don't think I shared it here. When I was getting married, one of the things God told me, he said, when you marry, you know you're marrying into a family, right? I said, yes. He said, so if you're marrying into a family, it means that family has a father. I said, yes. He said, so who is your father as a Christian? I said, you are my father. I said, so that follows that if I'm your father, the father of an unbeliever is who? Satan. He says, and when you are married, your father-in-law has a right to come and visit you. And when your father-in-law is coming, like my father-in-law, the late Kingsley-okonkwo, when he used to come, my father-in-law comes, you know my father-in-law has come now. Oporoko will be jamming oporoko, dry fish will be slapping dry fish. He will be coming like this, yam will be following. Do you understand? You will know somebody has landed. It's the same thing. If your father-in-law, Satan, is coming, he will come with what he has. And you cannot tell your father-in-law that he cannot come to his house. You cannot tell your father-in-law that he cannot visit his son. And one of the things I know is that men listen to men. So if his father speaks to him, slap her, he will slap you. Lock door, let her not go to church, he will lock door. So if you are getting married to an unbeliever, be ready for anything that his father-in-law will bring. Were you blessed tonight?